Hello and welcome to the LCQ EMEA 2023 pre-event press conference. Today we're joined by 6 players, one from each team that will be competing at LCQ EMEA and in with a chance of securing a place at Champions LA. Those players are joining us from left to right are Heretics Benjyfishy, Carmine Core's Scream, Suygetsu from Na'Vi, Koldamenta from Koi, BBL's SouchNi, and Rhyme from Giants. During the press conference, players will be initially asked pre-submitted questions from members of the media for the first 20 minutes. Then, for the final 10 minutes, we'll open up the floor to questions from fans that are joining us today on Twitch. Any fans that want to ask questions can drop them in the chat. So without any further ado, let's kick off this press conference, beginning with a very simple question for all the players. We'll go down the line, starting with you, Benjyfishy. How are you feeling today?
I feel brilliant, mate.
I feel great?
Brilliant. I had a great morning, you know, had a nice cold shower. You know how it is, cold showers.
Oh, yes.
Went out for a walk at the park. Had a very nice breakfast with the team. I'm feeling great, mate. Feeling
you've been busy.
great.
I just rolled out of bed to get here. You had breakfast and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Look at this. The guy's prepared. How about you, Scream? How are you feeling?
It's not as excited, man. It's not as excited, man. I just woke up, got a coffee, got in the chair, and here I am, man.
I see. I relate to that a little bit more. Suygetsu, how are you doing, man? Have you had a busy morning? Been up to much?
No, I just wake up, ate breakfast, and that's it, probably. Just excited for our game, waiting for tomorrow, and that's it.
Are you going to be watching the games today as they go on?
Maybe.
Yeah. Figure out what they're doing. What about you, Koldamenta? How are you feeling today?
I'm good, thank you. Feeling very good, excited, you know. Looking forward to the game. I had half a burrito for breakfast, so I got some energy.
Is the other half waiting at home?
He's waiting there at the, the prac room, yeah. So,
it's calling you.
Feeling good.
It's calling you. We'll get through this then. You can get your other burrito down you. How about you, SouchNi? How are you feeling today, man? You been up to much this morning?
Yeah, it was a great week, and today it was much better than the last week, so it's all good for now for us.
That's it. Onwards and upwards, my man. Ryan, how are you feeling? What have you been up to?
Feeling good, feeling happy. It's nice to be back with the team and ready to play tomorrow.
Yeah, ready to get out in front of the crowd again?
Oh yeah, hopefully the crowd will come and cheer for us.
Well, let's hope so. All right, well, we've got a few more specific questions to dive on into. The first one is from Leo from MGG France. This one, no surprise, it's going to you, Scream. So, since you were at Champions in 2022 and 2021, so you made it to both champs, how badly do you want to make it 3 years in a row, knowing it would also be the first time for Carmine Core? Would that mean a lot to you to have all 3 champs attended?
I think it would be pretty cool to go to all champs, you know. I think it means a lot, and in France we say never 2 without 3, you know. Like if you make it 2 times, you have to make it 3 times. But yeah, I think considering the year we had, like the shit year we had, sorry for the word, but yeah, it is how it is. I think we have to show what we're capable of at this event, and you know, show to people, prove ourselves as well, what we are really capable of, because it's been a very difficult year for us.
I can imagine. Do you see this LCQ then as a chance for redemption?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, we feel good. We never been feeling that good so far, as the preparation, the mood in the team. So yeah, man, we just have to show off in the game and in the games, and you know, try to be on our A game.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to do it on the server. Fair enough. Well, our next question is coming in from Augustin from Full Esports. This one's for you, Ryan. So in the regular, it's a bit of a long one, so strap in.
Go ahead.
In the regular division of Vct Emea, Giants won against KC and BBL. Your first match in LCQ will be against one of those 2 teams. Will having beaten them in the past give you the extra confidence? Or do you think, because sometimes we say beating a team twice is the hardest thing, do you take confidence from that previous results?
I don't think we're a team that plays on confidence. I think we just play on logic and in the moment. So I don't think that this game matters, considering what K-Corp was the last game for us. It's like over a month ago.
Yeah.
And the BBL game was like a super long time ago as well. Like things can change in a matter of a month or 2. So I wouldn't say that it gives you any particular confidence, but I mean, it's sure good knowing that you can beat them. So I think that's like the most logical approach I can say. I know we can beat them and we should be able to do it again.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, well, our next question, this one's for you, Suygetsu. It's coming from Ege from Flank Esports. Masters didn't go as well as you probably wanted. Did you make any major changes on how to approach the game to be able to make it to Champions?
I mean, of course, we were working on a lot of things, which we should. And what we were working, you will see at Last Chance qualifiers. So I'm not gonna reveal something.
Of course.
So of course you will just watch and enjoy it. Of course, I think our fans gonna like really be happy for this.
Okay. You know, it's always scary knowing that Navi might have something secret up their sleeves, but yeah, you'll keep that a secret for now, no surprise. The next one up is for Koldamenta. This one's coming in from Augustin, again from Full Esports. You've shared a team with Mixwell for a long time. How do you feel facing him in such an important match?
You know, I think it's always exciting when you play against ex-teammates, you know, because it's players that you know how they play, how they approach the game, and there's actually 3 of them in that team, Heretics now. And it always adds like some spiciness to the game, I guess. So it gives it more emotion, I guess.
Do you think it's different playing on the stage now in these sort of environments against ex-teammates versus playing online back in the good old days? You know, like, does it give you any extra drive seeing the player across the stage?
Well, I don't really pay much attention to them, you know, when I play.
Yeah.
I think they do, you know, because they like to like scream.
They stand up,
they like to have fun. I just focus in the game and then that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes it's important to stay focused on that. All right, let's move on to Leo's question from MGG France. This one's going to you, Scream. Carmine Core is known for their huge and very active fan base. Even if this year has been rough so far, how was it to play for an organization that has so many fans behind them?
Yeah, definitely. That's a real thing. I think, you know, I have been playing for a lot of organizations, and I think I have never seen something like Carmine Corp. Like, the fan base is so strong, and you know, they're always behind you whatever happens. Even though we had a really bad year, they're always like cheering for us.
Yeah.
And we have to give them that back, and you know, that's what we're gonna try here. Yeah.
And so you think it makes it easier than having a year like that with those fans behind you?
Yeah, I mean, some of them make it easier, you know. But there's always people who have like really high expectations, and
of course,
you know, when we have a bad year, they're gonna talk about bad stuff as well. But I mean, I don't care about these guys. All I care about is people who support us, and there's a lot of them. So
it's the real fans.
Yeah, that's the real fans. Yeah. So Carmine Corp is it's a big thing, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Okay, well, our next one up is from Diogo from VLR.gg. Benji, this one's coming towards you. How has it been working with Heretics? And aside from the Eggs Benedict, we know the breakfast routine's looking good. And how have you been integrated into the team in such a short period of time? I think that's one that's on a lot of people's minds. You know, it's not easy to make these changes that late. How has it been for you?
I think it's been really good. You know, we had, I think, more time than most teams to prepare for LCQ. I get along with the team really well. Obviously, they had a lot of issues during the split, but the atmosphere is good. I think during the split, the atmosphere wasn't as good, but it's a lovely working environment. We get along well with each other, so yeah, I'm really confident.
I'm curious to follow up on that. Integrating you into Heretics, I know there's a possibility I'm going to get I don't want to talk about it answer, but are we maybe seeing Benji flex, or are we going to keep on keeping our same roles and see someone else move to flex?
I guess I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I thought so. I had to try. Okay, our next question up, it goes back to you, Suygetsu. This one's from Zen from Strafe Esports. Considering your performance over the regular season, expectations are still high that Navi will do well in this LCQ. What do you have to say to that? What are your thoughts on your team's form heading into this event? Do you think you're the team to beat?
Considering our performance right now from Prax, I think like we are in good shape, like we are good prepared. And about high expectations from other people, we honestly just don't care. It's like their problems. So we will just play our game and that's it.
That's all you can do. A reminder at home, you guys can get your questions in the Twitch chat, and we'll have a little wrap up at the end where we'll be asking fan-submitted questions. So make sure you get on that. We've still got plenty more time, though, as we move through these questions. The next one is going back over to you, Scream. This one's from NK from The Spike. And with a rather poor result in the EMEA League, as we covered, what have you and the guys on the team done to improve ahead of the LCQ? Any main areas of improvement in particular that you can share with us?
Yeah, we definitely have a different approach on how we're gonna play our game. Like, we had a very strategical approach before. Right now, it's gonna be more something standard, you know, classic, and you know, Everybody plays on their strength.
Okay.
And deliver. We need to deliver, and that's the main goal here. Everybody has to deliver as a player and play on their, on their A game, because that's how we're gonna win. We have to, win the clutches, be in good situations, and have the confidence, because that's what we lacked this year. No confidence, and it feels like we didn't play. So that's what we want to do here. We just want to play, hit some headshots.
Yeah, I can feel that. So more of a focus on giving players freedom as opposed to thrive on their own.
Pretty much.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Next up, this one's for all players. I think I'll start by directing it towards you, Ryan. It's from Scott from Esports. If the VCT season will continue to reward, this really is a long one for you. I'm giving you the long ones. If it will continue to reward international event winners with an extra spot for their region at future events, for example, what Fnatic have already done twice this year for EMEA, do you think it's possible that players from other regions like Americas or Pacific will try harder to acquire import slots on EMEA teams in the future? I.e., do you think that other teams are going to want to move here if Fnatic keep winning us slots?
I mean, wanting to do something is different than what you can achieve, right? Like, obviously, if you're super good, then yes, the question will come that you can be an import. But wanting to do it, I mean, I'm sure everyone would like to play in EU if you can get a lot of slots. But at the same time, I know for a fact, Americas, for example, the salaries there are like 5 times higher than in EU. So it's like depends on what you like, right? If you like money or if you like achievements, so you have to make a choice. If you're good and you want to get achievements, then probably EU is the better place. If you like money, then I'm going to tell you to stay in LA, it just makes more sense.
I don't know if you meant that to come off as much trash talk as it was.
It's true. I went to America and the salaries there are like, it's ridiculous how much money they're paying for people. And I think that, for example, in EU, you can get such a good roster for so much less money.
Yeah.
And I think it's just fair, no? It's just the reality, it's just the truth, and I can't say anything else.
Well, fair enough. Okay. Well, moving on to the next one. This one's for you, SouchNi. This one comes from Ege from Flank Esports, and it's on the first week of EMEA. This is a long while ago. BBL suffered a dramatic loss to Carmine Corp. Do you think you can take your revenge this time around?
Yeah, this is a really good question for us, because at that time we were just amateurs in the league, so we learned a lot during the league. And right now, what I like about the question is our bracket is our revenge bracket. Like, we beat Koi, we beat Heretics. The teams that we didn't beat is Giants and Carmine Corp. So it's a good matchup for us. Yeah.
Wow. That'll light a fire on you. I'm looking forward to seeing that game play out. The next one is coming to you, Scream. This one's from Zen from Strafe Esports. And he wanted to know, with Nuzera having left your roster mid-season and bringing in Zeish, you have shown a lot more promise. What can we expect from Carmine Corp going into this first series against BBL? And I guess following on from SouchNi, are you worried about them out for revenge now that they've had time to turn it around?
Yeah, I think today is very different from before as well. As he said, I think both BBL and ourselves, we were in our worst form ever, So I think this matchup is gonna be very different. Of course, we respect BBL because, in my opinion, they're one of the best teams. If not the best Turkish team, like with foot, of course. But I feel like BBL, they're high there, But yeah, man. I mean, we prepared very differently since we play with Zeish right now. We had like a proper preparation, and yeah, all I can say is that I think it's gonna be very different. I think it's gonna be a good match, for sure.
An exciting one for the fans, that's for sure. Well, moving on to you next, Benji. This one's coming in from Dominic from Esports News UK. He said, "Hi, Benji. How does it feel to have gone from a Challengers player to a VCT player? And what's it like to be part of Team Heretics now going into the LCQ?"
Yeah, no, it feels great, man. I mean, obviously, ever since I started playing Valorant, not even to like a year ago now, my goal was to always make it here. So to have made it here so soon, it feels great, obviously. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm very happy. Obviously, Heretics didn't have the best time in this split, but just to be given the opportunity to play here is amazing.
I want to quickly ask then, comparing this to your time in other esports, having made it to the top level there, do you feel more pressure, or has that experience made this less of a stressful test, I suppose?
I think there's a lot of people that aren't really sure on my ability because obviously the way challenges is like it's the viewership on some route, like the one I was playing in East, like not many people actually know how I play. So I think now that I'm here, I'll get to prove myself, which I think on a lot of people would put a lot more pressure on them. But for me, I think with my experience playing other esports, and being at the top level, I know what I have to do to be the best, and I'll show it in LCQ.
All right, fantastic
like the
to hear.
confidence, man.
Thank you, man.
So our next one comes in from Zen from Strafe Esports. This is for all. I think I wanted to throw this one towards you, Suygetsu, and Koldamenta afterwards. Heading into this LCQ, which team would you personally consider to be the biggest unknown factor? The team that could surprise everyone as a dark horse candidate. Is there anyone here you think is underestimated?
Kinda. It's all teams like dark horse because it's the last chance.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah. I'm not gonna point to some.
There's no one that there's no one that you're worried about. No?
Yeah, not.
What about you, Koldamenta? Is there anyone here that you think is underestimated on the global?
I think that's gonna be us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be the dark horse, and then we're gonna surprise everyone by winning it. So yeah.
I'll look forward to it. Moving on to Ege's question for SouchNi. Ege from Flank Esports, of course. You missed playoffs at the last game. What are we going to see different in BBL for LCQ? Tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But the preparations we had during the between league and LCQ right now is we try to develop our discipline side of the game. So that's what we lacked of in the league, and that's our weakest side, in my opinion. And we try to improve that. So I think it will be much better than the league right now.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing it. Moving on to Suygetsu. This one's coming in from Zen from Strafe Esports. Considering your performance over the regular season, I think we already had this one.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, we had this one. We'll skip on past that. On to this one's for Scream from Leo. Sorry, Suygetsu. So, who is going to have, this is one that I've been asked a lot even leading up to this, who is going to have the IGL role for LCQ, you or Zeish? And is it hard to have these sort of changes or multiple changes happening within the same season?
Yeah, it's always been me. So, like, I feel comfortable with this role. Obviously, like, my type of IGL is not as like complicated as as it could be, like as a different IGL. But I think like when Zeish came in, I told him to IGL because I really wanted myself to focus on my game, fully. But like considering when I was in Liquid, for example, I've been always like talking a lot and IGLing. So like I'm just gonna keep doing it, Like I think this is just like a role thing, and I think when it's in the game, I think it's very different. Like there's always like many people play, talking, and stuff like this. Everybody has to give their opinion and like some calls here and there. They read, like to help the IGL, So I don't think it's a one player role, but yeah, for this event it's me. Yeah.
Okay.
I could have said that. Just as simple as it is, man.
No, but I think it's good to get that insight. I think we probably even on this bench have different perspectives on it. Some teams like to have one guy IGLing, whereas you're saying more of a free form and it's more of a label, I suppose, in your case. Yeah, that's fair enough. Thank you for the insight. Moving on to Benjyfishy. This one's from Augustin from Full Esports. You are the new piece in Team Heretics. The team has the objective of qualifying for VCT Champions. Do you see yourself as a patch on the team, or do you think you can stay with the team by 2024? Yeah, so is this a last-second tourniquet being applied to stem the bleeding, or do you think this is a long-term thing? Pretty harsh question.
Yeah. I mean, I'd obviously like to think I'll be here for next year. Obviously, I mean, you'd hope so, right? But you never know, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I get along well with the team. To be honest, I am confident we're going to do really good in LCQ. Like, I don't think I've ever been so confident for an official before. Obviously, I don't have that much experience, but what I've got, I'm the most confident I've ever been. I think we're going to smash LCQ, and I think I'll be here for next year.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so now it's time for some of the questions that have come in from Twitch. Quick fire answers to this one. So this one's coming to Scream first. Are you going to play Reyna? They also asked, are you IGLing, but we've covered that.
Yeah, Reyna IGLing best.
Reyna IGLing.
Best duo, brother.
New meta.
For sure, man. I mean, you guys will see, but I'm definitely like, what I can say is that I'm back on the duelist rule, so.
So if anyone's going to play Reyna, it's you.
I don't mind saying it because there's no counter to it, so.
Yeah. Okay, just hit your shots. That's the counter. SouchNi, this one's for you. Which team do you want to play in the finals?
I think I want to play against Navi. I would like to beat Cinet and Angel.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's Suygetsu. You don't want to beat him.
I did.
This one's also for you, SouchNi. BBL's been one of the best teams in the world on Ascent for a while. Why do you think you've struggled to do well on other maps? And what is it about Ascent that's so special?
I think our Ascent is so special because like people are so confident. Like there's a lot of reputations on us and for individuals. So that's why we are strong. And on the other maps, I don't think we're that much worse because we couldn't just reflect it on official games. That's our only issue right now.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, Benji, this one's coming over to you. Joining Heretics and having a chance straight away to compete in Champions, how do you feel? I feel like you've answered this question 3 times, but
A few times.
how do you feel, Benji?
Good.
All right, he's feeling thank you.
I feel brilliant, bro. I feel brilliant. You know, chance of going to Champions. I mean, literally last Champions, I was there, but just as a streamer, you know. So to actually have the chance to compete there is unreal to me. So obviously, I'm looking forward to it.
It's crazy how quick things change.
Yeah.
This one's coming to you, Koldamenta. How strong do you see Heretics for today's match?
Well, definitely not strong enough, right, to beat us. So
Right answer.
I think they're probably gonna improve with Benjyfishy,
Yeah?
but I don't think it's gonna be enough for them.
Oh, he's going red over there. I'll let you...
Can I answer?
Oh, you want to answer? Go ahead, by all means.
Yeah, let's go.
In my opinion, if Koi get more than double digits, it's a loss for me. I'm that, like, you don't understand how confident I am. Like, we're going to do good. Trust me.
Those are fighting words, Benji. You're coming
I like
in.
the confidence.
Yeah, you're coming in swinging. I love it, man. All right, this one's for SouchNi. Well, we already had that. Which team do you want to play in the final? We've covered that. Suygetsu, what do you think is your best map and why?
I think our best map is Breeze actually.
Is Breeze. Right.
Unfortunately,
Getting
it's
ahead of the
not.
meta. Or behind it, I'm not sure.
I mean, we prepared for it.
Fair enough. Coming back to Benji, what role will you play for Heretics considering you can flex Duelist and Sentinel in tier 2 to 3? You going to give us the same PR answer?
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, I thought we were getting it out of you. Are we? This is also for you, Benji, I think. I don't know anyone else will get this one. Are we going to see any Fortnite emotes? The walk-ins, perhaps?
I mean, what? Oh, I haven't really thought about the walkout yet, to be honest. But, you know, I was thinking about whipping out a little take the L. You know, if...
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
on the clutch,
okay.
You know, a little 1v2.
You can't do it if they get double digits at least.
Yeah,
at this stage. Suygetsu, how much time do you spend on aim training? That's a good question. Actually, everyone, every day, how long do you aim train for?
I mean,
It's gonna be a competition,
I
yeah.
don't spend like too much time. It's like, I don't know, I'm just playing.
You just play.
I just play and that's it.
Sometimes it's the best kind of aim training. Is anyone here like an aim training fanatic, like putting in 4 hours a day on
It's
on
useless.
aim
It's
labs?
useless in Valorant.
It's useless
It's
in
fully
Valorant?
useless in Valorant, yes. Valorant is about pre-aim and holding angles and stuff. Like, aim lab will not help you.
Yeah.
In the good
I
old
mean, look at
times,
the best
maybe.
players in the world. I don't think...
Just checking the sponsors on your
I think,
jersey. Okay, you're
I
good.
think maybe Demon 1. I think Demon 1 is maybe the only player that is like super good at it.
Right.
The rest of them, I don't think anyone really cares about it because it doesn't matter in Valorant.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Well, for Koldamenta, if your team qualifies for Champions, which is the other team you will want or think would qualify? Are they different? Would you want someone to qualify, but you think someone else will?
Yeah, well, I mean, who I want, I don't know, to be honest. I like all teams here and then equally. And who I think, it's the same. I think there could be surprises, right? Like I'm looking at the LCQ in NA right now, you know, crew making it to the grand finals now
Wow.
after like a really tough season. So I think when it comes to these small tournaments, anyone can actually make it.
It's the beauty of it.
Yeah, you get momentum. Yeah. So that's gonna be kind of unpredictable. Could be anyone and us. Yeah. That's how it's gonna
Anyone
be.
and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second slot's the only one we're wondering about. Benji, what are your personal expectations and the team's expectations for this LCQ?
I think for me and the team, our expectations are to qualify. Obviously, people don't have us qualifying because of what happened in the split, but I think with the changes we've made and with me being here, I can't see us not qualifying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Suygetsu, you've consistently been putting up exceptional performances throughout the split. Can you give us a little insight to how you maintain that high level of performance and consistency? Because it is an aim training, apparently.
I mean, I'm not that good like I was before, like on Copenhagen or it was in Istanbul tournament, but I'm just still trying to go back to my old performance. And about, I don't know, I'm just trying to working with our staff. Like, I don't want to reveal everything, but
Of course.
yeah, I can't reveal, sorry.
Fair enough, fair enough. The secrets of the trade, that's fair. Scream, this one's coming to you. What have KC been working on since we have last seen you play? Are you back?
I think I answered this question, but yeah, we are back. I think we are back. As I said, the most important is that, like, I think the confidence is high. And as Benjyfishy said, very confident, very, very, very confident.
They missed
like
the
it.
start of the press conference. These are the Twitch questions, so they're tuning in. Koldamenta, given the player quality of Koi, in your opinion, what were the factors in causing Koi's struggles this year? That's a tough one. That's from Twitch. They've gone deep with that. Okay?
Yeah. That's a journalist, definitely. You know.
Yeah,
So
that's a journalist in Twitch chat. They're sneaking in an extra question.
So I think what we tried to play like in a way that didn't really fit the players we had, and I think we forced it too much until we realized that we just had to find like different tools in game to make everyone to be on the same page. And I think for the last month, that's what we've been doing, and we've been playing like better than ever. And I think that's where we are now. Like, we're on the point where everyone knows what's happening, what's going to happen at almost every moment or every round, right? So that was the issue we had, and I think we fixed it. So we're good.
All right, and Ryan, just following on from that, because we have teams who have been forced into roster changes. We have teams who have changed the perspective of what they're looking to get out of their players. Have you guys made any massive changes coming into this? Has there been any overhaul of thinking?
No changes. Just play our game.
Just play your game.
That's the most important. Don't overthink and just play your game.
Okay, yeah. Again, it's always interesting to see the different philosophies in play. This one's for everyone, obviously coming into next year. Do gentlemates scare you guys? I'd almost start this one with you, Scream. Another French team? Are you scared of them?
Scared? No, sorry, but that's a very big word, I think. I mean, obviously, I respect what they did. Like, they had a great parkour. I thought Apex was going to be winning this.
So
I think, like, everybody thought. But I think gentlemates had, like, a very good momentum in the last two games, and they showed a good level, but I think there's levels to the game, you know, like there's Ascension and VCT, so they're gonna have to prove themselves, and maybe one day we might be scared, but I think this day hasn't come yet, you know.
I almost hope it's the opening matchup next year.
Yeah, I think the rivalry is gonna be great between KC and Mates. That's it. But I think not any team is gonna be scared of gentlemates.
Yeah. And well, is anyone scared of gentlemates? Put up your hand.
No, I'm just happy for existence. And that's it.
Yeah, making it back.
They can definitely be an okay team in the league, but as of right now, I don't think they will be like a top team. I think they're just an okay team. I think it will be rough for some teams to play against them, but for others, I don't think it will be a problem.
But are you happy to see your former IGL?
Oh, yeah, I knew it was gonna qualify. I think it shows how much a good coach.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he's valued. You know, like I think some of the coaches are just doing nothing, and I'm happy that Existence got it because he's actually a good guy and a smart guy. He knows what he's talking about.
I think he cut down a whole tree just to make his.
Yeah, no, he knows what he's talking about. It's
And
if he didn't qualify now, he would have gotten an offer from probably K-pop or
he would be
Vitality or
somewhere.
some other team. 100%.
He would be somewhere, for sure. And that was the final question. So thank you to our players, to you guys for being here with us, members of the media and fans for joining us today for the press conference. We'll see you all real soon ahead of the first day of action here at LCQ EMEA 2023.
Thank you. Thank you.